Hello, hello, hello. So, um, there we go. Yeah, alright. So, everything I've been doing up until now has been Call of Duty. But I figured I would kind of switch it up a little bit today and add one more video. This is Shadow of Death. I believe the name of the game is called. And, well, actually, the name of the game is Success. Hashtag grind mindset, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, so figured I would play this game. I'm currently playing a level that I have already previously defeated. Kind of doing it just to gain XP right now. It's a decent little game. Yeah, and because I'm cheap and lazy, it is a free game, which is always nice. I forget exactly which Shadow of Death. There are a couple, but this is the free one. Whichever one of those that is. So, yeah, I figure I'll do a quick run through, defeat all of the levels for this page. Or let me rephrase that. So, for, there are 5 chapters. Each chapter has 10 levels. And after you defeat all 5 chapters for that, after you defeat all 5 chapters, the difficulty increases. So I have already defeated everything for normal difficulty, which is 50 levels, and they get progressively more difficult. But now I am on the next level of difficulty, but I am not running through it nearly as quickly and easily as I would like, especially for having some more upgraded weapons and such right now as I have. So I am spending a little bit of time working on kind of going back, redoing everything that I had previously done, and getting some more skills so I can upgrade, make sure, get a couple easy XP points. Work on making some easy kills. Easy. So, yeah, fun times had by all. Decent little move right there. I like the little spin and jump. Spin and jump is always kind of fun. Already on level 4, which is nice. When I started the video, it was on level 1. It's only been 3 minutes, so kind of impressive. So if you, I told a story on one of my previous Call of Duty videos. Just a little bedtime story, and I'm considered and thought about it, and I've made up my mind. I'm gonna do it again. So once upon a time, there was a girl named Lil Bo Peep, and she was a very lucky little girl. She came from a very wealthy family. Her mommy and daddy loved her very much. They didn't love each other much, but that was another issue for another day. So Lil Bo Peep, she was told she could have any pet she wanted. So she decided as a little girl that she wanted to have a lamb. And so if you're not sure what that is, it's a baby sheep. Sheep, yeah, I think. I think that's proper terminology. So she got the baby sheep, and she was really excited about it. And she was told by her parents. She was like, they said, it's gonna be a difficult chore, right? But she did really well, and so people took notice of that, and they were really impressed. So her neighbors decided to ask her to babysit their sheep, the sheepsit. And so Lil Bo people agreed, and she was excited, and so she showed up and was planning on doing that. And she ran into a little bit of an issue because she took the neighbor's sheep to go for a walk, and as they were passing the school, it was a weekend, right? And so there was nobody at school, but as they were passing the school, um, the, the the neighbor sheep, it jumped off the leash, right, and it started running away, and so little Bo Peep, she spent a lot of time chasing that thing down, trying to get it and bring it back, and unfortunately, she wasn't able to. So she had to go back and um, tell the owners that she had brought the sheep to school and lost it there, right? And that was against the rules of her contract. And so she was sued by the owners and taken to court. And yeah, so apparently a plot twist. What Little Bo Peep didn't realize, because she has horrendous eyesight, was that it wasn't actually a legitimate sheep. It was a child in a sheep's costume. And so Little Bo Peep had to deal with all kinds of calls from CPS, trying to deal with the fact that she had legitimately just lost someone's child. She was taken to court, massive payment. No matter how much her parents loved her, they couldn't get her out of this one. I mean, this was a significant problem, right? Like, there's no recovery from that one. So yeah, Little Bo Peep developed, some drinking patterns, hobbies, and habits. That's it. Some drinking habits, and her life kind of went into the gutter. And yeah, so now there's a missing child, and a girl who with a lamb, a very dirty looking little lamb, wandering the streets of fairy tale land. And that's just how life goes sometimes. And nobody lived happily ever after, because that's not how real life works. Yup. I promise I'm not that depressed. It's just a very depressing story. I could say the one about Jack and Jill. Yeah, Jack and Jill, they went to go get water together and fell down a hill. And that's a fairy tale romance right there, because when they fell down the hill, they also fell in love. And they grew up, and they were wildly successful, and they realized that a lot of people fall down hills. And so what they did was they decided to make a little trolley system. So they trademarked and designed and created a little trolley system for water, created the first legitimate plumbing that was in fairy tale land, and it was wildly successful. Everybody loved it. Everybody loved them. They went ahead and had a little child that was obscenely precious to them. They just loved this little kid. And they because it was fairy tale land and everyone there is a little weird, they decided that they would dress their child up in a sheep's costume. And I'm sure you can see where this one is going already. Yeah, but on the plus side, they after charges against Little Bo Peep had been brought, and they came to the conclusion that they were never getting their child back. They went ahead and they decided it was time to move on. So they had a little girl, and they learned from their mistakes. They didn't dress her up as a barnyard animal. They actually dressed her up in a legitimate normal clothes, right? Like a little red cloak. And then they sent her into the woods to live with her aunt. The end. I hope that was peaceful. Thank you for Story Times with Brian. It was a lovely little story. We love hearing about the fairy tale people and how they're doing these days and how they're recovering, how they're getting along. It's always nice to hear that they are getting along, because it's, it's so easy in this day and age not to. So, it's nice to hear. Ooh, yeah, just gonna go ahead and kill that. So that was very pleasant. We'll take care of that in a little bit. You have anything new? Yeah, I have lots of new stuff. None of it is worth having because it is all cheap. Cheap. Gonna go ahead and upgrade some stuff here. Come on. Good for you. Oh, I see what the issue is. There we go. Upgrade that. Let's go ahead and take a quick peek here. Don't worry about that. That is worth using. Gonna go ahead and increase my health stats. Love to see those go up. Not seeing anything saying that I have any awards. Pass floor 4 in Blood Tower. I think we can go ahead and do that. And then this is kind of a trial video, so we'll see. It's just kind of testing to see how everything goes. It's gonna be pretty short. I'm gonna stop it after this. Probably. Yeah. I'm gonna stop. So, thankfully, I'm powerful enough right now where everything's kind of a one hit with that little slide move, which is pretty nice. It's no fun when people are really powerful and they actually do damage. It's kind of annoying. Yes, I do have a little spider as a pet. It's actually kind of powerful. You'll stun them and do a significant amount of damage. It's kind of nice to have. I'm hoping to get a better pet. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like this pet, but, you can get better ones. A little more powerful and a little bit more dangerous. And it's a lovely voice crack there. Dangerous. Sound like Shaggy. Alright, those guys are no fun because they do that. They throw their axes and they do a lot of damage. Dang it. And if they all get going at once, it is significant. Very difficult to deal with. No fun. And I may have a little issue with that, because, it's all about... It's not all about fun. It's all about surviving and destroying as many of these little underlings as possible. Alright, well, hope you had fun. I did.